We are witnessing a new phase for the Philadelphia Eagles football team, and it's exciting to discuss the recent developments with you. As we approach the 2025 NFL Draft and the upcoming season, there are both positive and negative news for the city, so stay tuned. To begin, let's explore today's poll question. The hoodie I have here celebrates the Eagles as Super Bowl 59 champions, and our focus is on this team as we look ahead to the next year. How confident are you that the Eagles can win the title again and secure back-to-back Super Bowl victories? Rated on a scale from 1 to 100, where 1 means no confidence and 100 means full confidence. Could this be the start of a winning era for the Philadelphia team? When we look at a metric called weighted age by snaps, we see that the Eagles had the third youngest roster in the NFL last year when they performed admirably against the Kansas City Chiefs. But what exactly does weighted age by snaps mean? This statistic calculates a team's average age based on the number of snaps each player participates in, rather than simply averaging the ages of all players. The age of each athlete is adjusted according to the number of snaps they played in the regular season, and these adjusted ages are then averaged to determine the team's overall weighted age. This metric is valuable for understanding a team's age profile, predicting future performance, and identifying potential areas for improvement, such as targeting declining players or focusing on specific positions in the draft. All this information is highly relevant from various perspectives, and it's important to highlight the usefulness of weighted age by snaps in projecting future performance. The Eagles, naturally, parted ways with several players this offseason, and many key starters and essential players, especially on defense, have left the team. However, the Eagles remain one of the youngest and most promising teams in the league. The weighted age by snaps can serve as an important tool for forecasting the Eagles' future performance. This offseason, the team moved on from some athletes, with a significant number of key players departing, mainly from the defensive side. Nevertheless, they continue to be one of the youngest and most talented teams in the NFL as they prepare for the 2025 season. Although there are some gaps in the roster, there are no critical weaknesses or flaws in the formation. If they can stay healthy, Philadelphia has a great opportunity to start an era of success and fight for a second consecutive Lombardi trophy. Now, returning to the concept of weighted age by snaps, I will share some visual data. You will now see teams organized by their weighted average by snaps, starting with the oldest. The Miami Dolphins' overall weighted average is 27 years and 8 months. Their offensive weighted average is shown along with the ranking, followed by their defensive weighted average and respective ranking. At the bottom, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, with the third lowest weighted average by snaps. Their overall weighted average for last year, 2024, was 25 years and 9 months, which placed them 31st out of 32 NFL teams. Their offensive weighted average was 26.5 years, ranking 17th, while their defensive average was 25 years and 6 months, ranking 30th. In general, this indicates that the Eagles roster is young and full of potential. Their special teams weighted average is 25 years and 2 months, ranking 31st, with only the Las Vegas Raiders and Green Bay Packers behind them. If you have had difficulty understanding the Eagles' actions this offseason, the team's strategy offers clarity on the objectives they aim to achieve and maintain. The goal is to allow young talents who have stood out to solidify themselves as key pieces, while also fostering the growth of younger players who have had limited playing time so far. The Eagles want to observe these athletes gain more experience, as they trust their own evaluations. They understand that, even though they parted ways with some players to preserve resources for the future, this is part of a broader plan to secure contract extensions for their homegrown players, including those that are approaching new deals, such as a standout athlete. Evaluations show that as an entity, there is an understanding that, despite releasing some players, this choice was made with the intention of preserving financial resources for the future, allowing for contract renewals for various homegrown talents. Some of these upcoming renewals are displayed on the screen, including a young player considered one of the top safeties in the NFL. Over the weekend, I share my thoughts on him, ranking him as one of the most underrated players in the league, possibly the most underrated in this group. One athlete is about to enter the final year of his contract, while another is expected to receive between $30 and $40 million per season. If a player progresses significantly from his second to third year, he may also be considered for a significant contract, and another may enter this discussion as well. There are other athletes to consider in relation to these contract renewals, but these 5 stand out. Additionally, observing the ages of players by position provides insight into the current state of the team and illustrates why there is a good chance of repeating the championship success. This success can largely be credited to the incredible ability to develop this group. For example, the average age of quarterback is 25 years and 8 months. At running back, it's 26 years and 2 months. Wide receivers average 25 years and 4 months. Tight ends have an average of 27 years and 2 months. The offensive line averages 27 years and 1 month. The defensive line is made up of players averaging 23 years and 8 months. Edge rushers average 26 years and 7 months. Linebackers average 26 years and 1 month. Defensive backs average 25 years and 8 months. And a special teams unit has an average age of 28 years and 9 months. It is noteworthy that none of these groups are close to 30 years old. Shifting focus, it's essential to highlight the youth of some of the key athletes on this team, as they are expected to play vital roles in the future. One player is only 22 years old, as are others in this same age range. Some are 23, while others are 24. There are also athletes in their mid-20s, with a few being 26. One player, although appearing more experienced, is still only 27 years old. Another athlete is 28 but will turn 29 this year. There are others who are also 28, while 2 have already reached 30. With the retirement of one player, a colleague has now become the most veteran member of the group. Many other aspects are worth discussing, which should bring comfort to fans, as this roster, if they maintain their health, can continue to be highly competitive and in search of titles in the near future. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Tyreek Hill, one of the most electrifying wide receivers in NFL history, could be on the verge of making a major move that would shake the entire league. After years of breaking records with the Miami Dolphins, the 2024 Pro Bowl selection has found himself in the middle of trade rumors, with the Philadelphia Eagles reportedly eyeing the Cheetah as their next big acquisition. What would it mean for the Eagles if they were to secure one of the most dynamic playmakers in the game? The possibilities are endless, but the question remains, is Hill ready to leave Miami behind for a fresh start in Philadelphia? For years, Hill has been known for his speed, elusive route running, and game-changing ability. His remarkable 2023 season with the Dolphins saw him finish with an astounding 119 receptions, 1,799 receiving yards, and 13 touchdowns, leading the league in receiving yards. Not only did he earn All-Pro honors, but he was also ranked the top player in the NFL by his peers. However, after a disappointing season where the Dolphins fell short of the playoffs, Hill's frustration became evident, particularly after the team's Week 18 loss to the New York Jets. Could this signal the end of his time in Miami? The Eagles, coming off a narrow Super Bowl loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, have been searching for a top-tier receiver to complement their already explosive offense. Adding a player like Hill to a lineup that already includes Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown would create a formidable trio, capable of dominating defenses. The thought of Hill's speed paired with Hurts' arm strength and Brown's physicality could be enough to push the Eagles to the next level, giving them the firepower they need to secure another Super Bowl appearance. While Hill's potential departure from Miami is uncertain, the intrigue surrounding his possible arrival in Philadelphia is undeniable. The Eagles have the resources to make a trade happen, but would the Dolphins be willing to part with their star player? The upcoming offseason will undoubtedly be filled with speculation, as fans and analysts alike eagerly anticipate Hill's next move. Will he remain in Miami, or will he join the Eagles in their pursuit of a championship? Tyreek Hill's playing style is unlike anything the NFL has seen in recent decades. Nicknamed Cheetah for a reason, Hill's unmatched speed forces defenses to rethink their entire game plan. He stretches the field vertically like few others can, creating space not only for himself, but for his teammates as well. His ability to turn a 5-yard slant into a 70-yard touchdown is what makes him such a unique weapon, and in a system like Philadelphia's, which thrives on explosive plays and quick tempo, Hill could be the ultimate X factor. But it's not just his speed that defines him. Hill is also a polished route runner with an exceptional ability to track the ball in the air. He's known for making difficult catches look routine and for staying laser-focused in high-pressure moments. He thrives in broken plays and has a rare chemistry with his quarterbacks, often freelancing mid-route to find soft spots in zone coverage. Under Nick Sirianni's creative offensive system, which emphasizes spacing and flexibility, Hill could elevate the Eagles' offense to a new stratosphere. Personality-wise, Hill is known for his energy and fiery competitiveness. While he's had his share of controversial moments, there's no questioning his passion for the game. On the field, he's vocal, animated, and brings a swagger that can ignite an entire locker room. His presence alone could inject a new level of confidence and edge into the Eagles' offense, which already boasts a strong core of veteran leaders. Hill's intensity and desire to win would likely resonate with the team's culture and fan base, especially in a city as passionate as Philadelphia. In terms of contribution, Hill could be the final piece that transforms the Eagles' offense from elite to nearly unstoppable. Pairing him with wide receiver A.J. Brown and tight end Dallas Goedert would give Jalen Hurts a dynamic trio of targets capable of creating matchup nightmares. Hill's versatility also allows him to line up in the slot, outside, or even in the backfield, giving Sirianni countless options in designing creative schemes. Simply put, if the Eagles land Tyreek Hill, they wouldn't just be adding a receiver, they'd be adding a game-changer. As Hill prepares for the next phase of his illustrious career, the NFL will be watching closely. His legacy as one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play the game is secure, but a fresh challenge could be exactly what he needs to further cement his place in history. Whether it's with the Dolphins or the Eagles, one thing is certain. Wherever Tyreek Hill lands, he will continue to electrify the gridiron with his unmatched speed and playmaking ability. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.